as for what we should do today... maybe some hidden, huh? Maybe some bleed hidden. Bentley, what's going on, dude? Welcome, good to see you. Catching us right at the start of our run here. How's everybody doing? Hope you guys all had a nice week or so while I was gone there. Okay, this is a pretty good start we've got here. Got ourselves a second chance. This will carry in the early game. Slick Strike is a really good way to take advantage of our bleed and get some immediate damage if we want to get a kill before the enemy takes their action. Something extra is like a decent option, I guess, if we end up generating a bunch of hidden blades. Bloodlust, I usually don't like that much. It's so weird. It's a swift block card. There's not very many of those. But I don't know if we're really going to need that. We should be crushing through the early game with the second chance and stuff. So I think I'll roll this. It's either that or the Riposte. But I'm probably more likely to actually use the Riposte early on because it doesn't get rid of my combo, which I don't have many ways of building up. I would rather use that on Slick Strike or on For the Throat. So. Sidestep, that's way better. Instant upgrade. Feeling good about that one. What do we want here? Elkree, what's up? Elkree asks, how do you reroll? So, these are the mastery cards that you get. Whenever you beat a run, you can master one of these cards, plus this one, right? Each class has their own set of 10. Once you've mastered all of the cards for a class, anytime you open a card pack, you can re-roll one card into a different card of the same rarity. So if you're looking to get that ability, go crush out some wins, and you'll be able to re-roll your cards too. It's a pretty neat little option, especially for whenever you take something like a Well of Stars reward that has a card pack with a guaranteed rare, knowing that if you whiff on the rare, you can re-roll it into something else. Pretty cool. Okay, so the stuff we picked up here, we got a little bit of defense, a little bit of offense, some of everything, honestly. So, I don't know, maybe just a main Gauche, we can get a Hidden Blade generator to play with that something extra. I think I'll go for that. Elkree says, so make things a bit easier, been pushing the impossible levels, but I don't have anything mastered. Don't have anything mastered. Yeah, definitely crushing out some lower difficulty runs if you wanted to gain access to that could be helpful, although I will say it's not as impactful as you might expect. The biggest difference is those guaranteed rare packs, but your starting pack is always 4 commons and 1 uncommon. I'm playing with a modifier so that I only get commons, 5 commons, but normally you get 1 uncommon. And so, like, that's often your roll target if it doesn't line up with whatever you're trying to do. It can help a little bit. So, like, I guess if you really wanted to optimize things, you could do low difficulty runs just to try and get victories so you can master cards. But a lot of other people I know prefer just to, you know, they think that's kind of cheesy or whatever. Really, it's up to you, you know, whatever you think makes the most sense, however you want to play the game. No point in letting other people tell you what you should or shouldn't do in that regard. So before I even look at anything, I'm just going to real quick do a few simple changes here. Do I want double for the throw? No, I'm going to put in 1 Slick Strike. Start with that. Garney Bear says, how can you plus impossible without mastering anything? I thought you get 1 for each win. Oh, okay, I see, Elkree. You just haven't fully completed any 1 class's mastery cards. Yeah, okay. That makes more sense. Supernova, huh? That's an interesting one. Kind of in the middle here. This is like a hallway fight stomper. But if I could have picked it up like really early on, like, you know, if it was like on this level, then you can just get like all these fights almost like free wins. The fact that it's all the way out here means I'm just gonna get a couple, and I probably want the elite, and I probably want the card pack, right? So that means I'm getting like two regular fights with it. So it's not like a super high priority in that case. So I'm gonna unhighlight it, in fact. We're a bleed deck, so Sanguine Shell seems pretty good. What else are we looking at here? Nothing that's like super astonishingly powerful here. I guess Phantom Walk can be really good, potentially, with the something extra. Oversized Backpack, always decent. Response, nice to have as an option. One of the most powerful buffs once you get it into play, especially with the upgrade. 4 cost, though. Sure is pricey. See if we can manage that. So we're looking at Sanguine Shell here. Phantom Walk's down there. So I do kind of want to go down here to get the double upgrade points and the potion, choosing from the chest versus just 1 upgrade point here. Sanguine Shell's really good though. Like this is definitely something that scales up very nicely into the late game, and it's very good versus elites early on, just having a huge chunky block. The Phantom Walk is like not necessary or anything. If I went down, the path would be like this, and then we'd start going up. If I go up, then I have to go down. It's a little bit more awkward. So, I don't know, the downward path actually seems kind of significantly better, right? I have to step on the 1 empty tile, which kind of stinks, and the shop isn't great, but then I can come all down this way, get all this value. That seems pretty good. Whereas going up top, if I still want to get the elite, I miss out on this and this. We'll probably put the Riposte in there. Instead, I go to like a Disheveled Salesman. I won't be able to afford too much there. Top path is a total of 2 upgrades in the Sin. Bottom path is a total of 2 upgrades in a store. I mean, we're not probably going to play the Underhanded Tactics. It's kind of not really what we want. It does apply Vulnerable, which I guess is relevant if there's nothing else, which currently there isn't. Of course, our spell gives us some amount of vuln. Bit of a tough choice here already. The minimum essence cost here is 840. I don't think we're ever going to have that much. Garny asks, how much do you value secret rooms? Would you ever take it over an elite? That's very situational. If I would not go for the chance at a secret room over an elite, that much is for sure. But if I'm on my path and then a secret room appears and I can choose, take it or take the elite, in that case it would really depend on the specific rares that I'm looking for. It's not that unreasonable to try and hunt one particular rare when you're choosing out of 3. And that may well be worth more than an elite artifact. It also depends on which elite artifacts you already have and which ones you might really want. Because, you know, you're obviously giving up a chance at that. If you have, say, a Lost and Found coming up, maybe you value the elite more highly. Tough to say. In general, I think I would favor elites in the early game, and in the later game, the rare will start to get better and better, although it's still usually a bit worse than an elite, unless you're looking for something specific, is my long-winded answer. If I come up top here, and then I go down like this, I could always go this way and skip on the card pack to get the shrine. Or I could do this, go to the shrine and purge the void I have here. If I take a Sin. This is interesting. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go top, mostly just because of the Sanguine Shell. I really like Sanguine Shell on the bleed deck. Okay. Second Chance is a good card, if you didn't know. We'll go ahead and let him respawn. Gotta get that sick Voidstone progress farm. says, I figured it was mostly situational. I've been turning down secret rooms if they mess up my path. Yeah, I mean, usually it's like, you're just kind of asking yourself, how much do I value the potential, like, big upside if I hit the rare I want, versus the surefire thing that you already have planned out with the rest of your path. I didn't mention this earlier, but it is also worth noting that if you have, like, cards that you really want to upgrade and maybe you've run out of upgrade points for them all, and you'd just be, like, hoping for random upgrade points at the Well of Stars or something like that, the upgrade points alone can make the difference. Some cards really do need an upgrade to function and can be run defining, so that's another thing to consider. 2 upgrades is a big deal. Okay, interesting. I think we'll just do this. Go ahead and poke you, let you die to the bleed. Yeah, Alkru, you're definitely right. My House, My Rules is a prime example of a card that completely changes the way it works when you get the upgrade. It is practically like a whole new card. The crazy thing is that it's actually still good unupgraded. What a ridiculous card. Well, I mean, I guess these days, now that it costs 4, it's a lot less good unupgraded. But yeah, I mean, that card is nutty. Probably the most powerful card in the game. At the least in terms of, like, late-game carry potential. Voidstone-wise, we just picked up a yellow. Green, purple, and black. Classic good combo is an upgraded sidestep of the Blackstone. So immediately I'm thinking about that. In the shorter term, Slick Strike is a really nice upgrade. The Sanguine Shell we just picked up, also a very good upgrade. A lot of pretty strong choices here. Garny says the cost is kind of insequential, right? Yeah, so it's definitely inconsequential usually because you're upgrading it and then you play it and then just, you know, draw your deck and deal 1,000,000 damage. But specifically in the context of trying to go off on the turn where you play it, like if you have it unupgraded, the fact that you might need to purge cards down in order to get up to the energy threshold to play it means that you're losing out on resources. But by the time it's upgraded, then yeah, the cost doesn't really matter. So I kind of want to go for the sidestep to start. The next upgrade is here. Yeah, we'll start with sidestep. In terms of the sins, we've got Wrath, which is always a cool one, although it is notable that we are less likely to use Rage as a bleed deck. I don't have anything like a Splatter coming up, right? No In Cold Bloods. Sauce not bad. Block is great when you're trying to wait until the target's bleed triggers. Pride, though. Pride could be really cool, man. It could be really strong. Upgrading the Lick the Knives is good. Upgrading the... Pride's a fun one. Gives us 2 voids, which we'd have to deal with for both of our elite fights before we'd ever get a chance to purge. I don't know how worth it that is, really. I think I would rather have Pride than Sloth, but given how long I have to carry these voids for, I'm leaning towards Sloth. So, yeah, let's take the Sloth. Embrace! See what we can do with this. Sanguine Shell is certainly going to come on into the deck. And Yellowstone could maybe go on like Main Gauche. I like making that a really big block card. I also don't mind just putting it on a Swift card, you know? So slap it on like the Slick Strike, right? That would be potentially making 8 block per trigger. That's pretty freaking good. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, Sloth instantly being not very useful. But it's fine. Do I want to make him vulnerable here? Yes. Yes, we just want to get a bunch of damage on him right now, and then we draw the second chance or something and try to wipe him out. Thank God he didn't expel that. Would have been pretty sad. Okay, we can get a little combo here. Strike him slickly. And we just purge down. Sanguine Shell is like a great draw at this point. Like I said, the second chance is a good draw. Okay. So, that was a particularly bad result. Take 2 here, I guess, plus the Vuln. That's gonna have to be fine. Three damage here is really not a big deal. Nice 3-card hand. I mean, we've got 10 damage next turn, guaranteed. So if we just draw blood. Oh, actually, yeah. I guess that was always an option. He expels one of my damage cards there. It's not guaranteed. There. Take the block. Really slow fight here, man. But I guess that's what happens when I've added a lot of defense and not all that much offense. It's really just the second chance that's carrying the offense right now. Light It Up will make its way into the deck for the time being. Just as a heavy hitter. Frankly, I'm almost tempted to put in the third Lick the Knife, but I think we're gonna pass. Oh yeah, also, I didn't mention this, but all my emotes have been approved. That happened while I was going on vacation, so that's pretty cool. We got a variety courtesy of Josh, the main dev of this game. Neat stuff. Okay, nobody else attacking but him. I think we're just gonna try and gain some combo here. Fill up to max. This guy's probably gonna... Well, actually, 30 damage off of Vulnerable with the second chance is a bit awkward here. Hey, Manito Germanito! Thank you for the Prime subscription. Hey, there it is. Very cool, dude. Very cool. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I don't think I really want to hold these block cards. I can hold like 1 evade. I really don't want to, though. I want to have full energy. Yeah, no problem, man. Thanks for watching. Okay, we drew really good here. Still kind of just waiting on the second chance here, but the 6 damage here puts him in range if I just make him vuln now. I could hit this guy a little bit. Putting him down to exactly 20 is also pretty relevant, because now he would die to a regular second chance, although he's going to have some fortitude as well. So if we draw it next turn, could be a little bit awkward. I think we're going to aim to hit him with the second chance. So we'll go for regular damage on the Hellmongrel here. Yeah, okay, this should be good. Next turn, we've got plenty of great draws, so I feel reasonably safe getting rid of this. And given that we have full combo, I might as well do this too. Drop it down to 15 damage next turn. The Vuln will last however long I need it to. And if we just get the second chance, which we did, we kill you, and then we kill you. Nice and easy. Another main Gauche. It's a good card. So normally I would just do the Sanguine Shell, but I do kind of want a bit more damage, you know? Which is making me lean towards the Slick Strike. I think I should lean a little bit harder on the damage right now. Light It Up is also kind of a hilarious option, but no, we're just gonna go Slick Strike. Light It Up might well get cut later on. Also, I'm not traveling to that node. I do not want to take 5 damage for no reason. Okay. So, coming into the Elite here, anything I want to change? Probably just another main Gauche, and that's it. Yeah, we'll cut one more Evade for main Gauche. Evade's notably being quite a bit less good versus Elites, since they're all single targets. Except for Bruce when he's spawning fish, but even then, we don't want to put Bleed on the fish because then they gain Frenzy. And that's bad. Lightning Bolt Keychain is pretty much worthless, so we're never taking that. This is our only heavy card. Assassin's Arsenal is not that bad. We do generate the Shiv somewhat often. We have a couple ways to generate blades, so that's, like, okay, even though the Rage isn't super useful. Card Spikes, we're not drawing, like, at all in the middle of a turn right now. And I don't think we're really getting anything that'll help us do that. The Oversized Backpack is kind of it. Blue Stone's even a little ways out. Yeah, we'll just take the Arsenal here. Kind of a whiff on our first Elite Relic. Those are all pretty underwhelming. But I can get up to full combo, so that's cool. I like that. And I could try to, like, hold the Slick Strike or something. That doesn't seem worth it, really. I think we're just gonna try and get into the, like, For the Throat, Sanguine Shell, stuff like that. So, goodbye, Slick Strike. I will make you vulnerable, though. It's 3 stacks. We'll get quite a bit of mileage out of this. Okay, 16 next turn. I mean, this is a lot of block. There's always the situation where we draw, like, 3 attacks and then the Sloth and the Void, and that would be really sad, but I don't really think it's worth holding this stuff. I can maybe hold the main Gauche. Never holding this Evade, ever. I mean, this is a lot of bleed damage already. I guess I can be convinced to play slightly cautiously here. Keep that main Gauche. Okay, this is a little bit weird. 2 is such an awkward number to have to deal with here. The Rage is handy, though. Yeah, I guess this will just work out here. Not too bad for a first Elite Corpse Mount. Usually the worst possible result, but the double combo gain on turn 1 carried us pretty hard there. As suspected, we do not have enough money to afford this crap. I mean, the Corrupted Heart with a Sin in the deck, that's kind of fun. Some interesting stuff we could have done. Trusty Fishhook, super duper good one. But yeah, we were never going to be able to afford this. We'll pick up a good Voice Tone here if we have one. Oh wait, no, that's right. These are too expensive as well. We're off by 4. Well, so much for that. 2 wasted nodes. Basically segueing from one Elite directly into another with nothing in between. That's a little bit scary. But I don't think there's anything I can realistically change here that helps me much, so we just won't. Gilded Sheath is not bad at all if we end up doing response stuff. I can go up this way, skip the card pack. We have a green stone even to rig up that response. Normally, I would really want both the response and the something extra rigged, but that's going to be a hot minute before we have a chance to do that. Still, a reasonably strong consideration. We could already have 2 pretty good buffs on the deck. I think I might want this. Hurry McDurr says, do enemies scale with floors traveled or with combats fought? That is actually a good question. I'm not 100% certain on that one. I think it is combats. I am pretty sure it is. Although, truthfully, you know, knowing the difference between that, while it would definitely be interesting, you're not really going to be able to make decisions based around that very often, so I've never really thought about that much before. Good question, though. Band of Resilience is the other thing that's like potentially pretty good here. Doubling up on like a Sanguine Shell, getting extra energy from a sidestep, all that's pretty good. Notably, it's pretty bad with Slick Strike, because it's already triggering multiple times, and it is a block card. I think we're just going to take the Sheath here. We got Bruce, a little bit of combo going. I think this is another situation where we just want to max out our combo and then make him vulnerable immediately. And we've got a reasonable enough hand to do that. Putting that 4 bleed on him, getting the rebound, max combo, vulnerable and weak, and then we can just give him a big ol' 4 to the throat. This is the game plan with these elites. Just kill him as quickly as possible with his vulnerable. Bleed ticking away every turn. Okay, would like to build the combo back up. So let's go ahead and do this. More combo. More bleed. And overcharge and 56 damage. Sounds like a good deal to me. We even got the Slick Strike now, too. Great stuff. Great stuff. I'm glad I upgraded this. Easy fight. Yeah, so now I've got to make decisions, but since I did take the Gilded Sheath, I do think it's going to be better to go up like this and skip out on the card pack. Card packs are really good, but oftentimes you mostly care about them because they can fill in holes in your deck and your overall strategy. Like if you're worried that your damage isn't going to scale up appropriately into the tougher enemies in the later floors, then the card pack's going to seem really appealing. But I'm not too worried about that because we're going to be able to generate a lot of Hidden Blades with the response we're getting. We're going to be able to apply a lot of bleed with those Hidden Blades too, with something extra. It's going to be really easy to get the buffs into play. Any additional buffs we find, we can just slot into the deck pretty happily. All of this stuff naturally scales up well. You know, bleed is just more damage over turn, so the more you can apply, the better. Any additional source of, like, vulnerable would be really good. There's so many relics that interact with stuff like generating lots of Hidden Blades. So I'm not worried at all about filling in holes in my strategy, which means I don't mind skipping the card pack. I probably should do something with this purple stone. Although I think I would mostly want to put it in another Swift card. And I don't really want to put it in the Lighted Up. Although that is like our one-stop shop for Overcharge at that point. Even just playing this with the default 1 combo we gain at the start of each turn. If it has a purple stone in it, that's 2 Overcharge twice, right? 4 turns is a pretty long time. Picking up a Scatter Shot here. We may or may not use that at all. I will put the something extra in. Probably over the Riposte. This is a card that just falls off very quickly. Yeah, I don't know. The purple one, it's these are the only really good candidates right now. Nothing that I'm picking up I would particularly care to put it in either. I don't think. Tough choice. If I think I can be greedy and hold it for floor 2, that would definitely be a lot better than siding it now. I'm feeling pretty greedy. I'm feeling greedy. So let's greed. Look at that, it's free! Also, it's a treasure goblin. Goblin in the chat. We're reasonably well equipped to deal with this guy. We don't have the most aggressive deck ever, but we'll get there. Fill up on combo, deal 56 damage. Yeah, I mean, look at all this energy. This is just with the regular light it up, right? Yeah. We have so much energy if we put the purple stone on it, which is why I'm thinking about it. Ultimately, I'm pretty sure it's not correct, but like, you know, it'd be funny. Sanguine Shell? Or did we already draw that? No, we didn't, but it's all good. So long, Treasure Goblin. Thanks for the money. Thank you for the upgrade point as well. At this point, I mean, the Gilded Sheath means that even if we upgrade to something extra, it only costs 1. The downside being that if I put this in with multiple buffs, I don't want to draw multiple of them at once, and then the cost increase really matters a lot, but playing this for free often means I'm going to have, like, excessive energy, so getting the upgrade on it, kind of good. One more upgrade point on the floor, which is probably going to be for the response. With that in mind, I think I will just do Sanguine Shell. We'll see about the something extra later. Oftentimes you don't actually need to upgrade your something extra, and it's just fine as is. Very early second chance. The fact that we've drawn for the throat instead of draw blood here makes the lick the knife thing very awkward. I think we're just gonna hit ya and do a little bit of this. Save the lick the knife. It's pretty important that I build up my combo here. I'm really sad ending on 2 out of 5 with a card in hand, but it's just too important that I build up my combo. I can't say no to that. Do a little bit of this, get the burning down at least a little bit. And now here, since I'm at 3 out of 5, I don't feel bad at all about holding this. And in fact, we'll apply the Vuln. We'll get this tick of bleed with extra damage. Next turn, the Slick Strike will give extra damage and all the block we need, which will probably give us an opportunity to purge down more of this burning. Oh gee, I wonder which card I'm going to discard. Okay. So we can get bleed in there first. Gonna miss on the Assassin's Arsenal Rage for Slick Strike, which is a little bit sad, but what can you do? Light it up is basically free there, so I might as well. We did not actually get rid of any burning, but that's probably fine. Because we just block like this, and then we've got a bunch of delay block for next turn. This hand is kind of crappy, honestly, but the bleed should carry us over the finish line. In fact, he's actually literally dead. I did not think we had quite that much. We got an Elixir of Execution as well. It's a good one to keep in the belt. Here we can remove our Void. Goodbye. Always prioritize removing Voids over healing or grabbing souls unless you're like literally about to die, or if the soul like pushes you over a threshold to buy a rare or something. Response though. So notably, Response does have a small issue in that if we fight the priest and congregation enemies, the priest never attacks, of course, and the congregation doesn't attack very often. So that's like the big low roll scenario here, but otherwise, if we're fighting pigs, that's really good because the pigs always attack. And if we're fighting the Swamp Mistress, there's at least what am I trying to say here? What I'm trying to say basically is that this isn't going to be as good as it will be later in the run, right? right now, but it's probably still worth doing. There's something extra comboing with it. It's thinning out our deck. It just has to find a spot. I really can't afford to cut Lick the Knives. Main Gauches are very good with the Assassin's Arsenal. I don't really want to cut more Draw Bloods. Second Chance is still pretty decent. It's probably not going to be great for the boss fight, although it does help with pigs. I suppose I could afford to cut one Draw Blood for this. Okay, we'll just do a lighted up play here. I guess we'll put some amount of bleed on him. Okay, Sloth was a pretty good draw here. 10 out of 17 next turn accounted for. Don't think I am interested in playing it, so we'll just go ahead and pitch it, as well as one of these. Gonna have gross excesses of energy. All of our combo gain is hanging out in the bottom of the deck here. Bentley says, which artifact is dropping the cost of the buff card by 2? That is the Gilded Sheath. The first buff each turn is 2 less. Very, very cool. Love this relic. Super fun to just stack enormous amounts of buffs on this character. He has so many cool ones. Sidestep is like a really great way to block next turn, but literally any evade, any main gauche gets us there. So I don't think there's much reason to hold it. We want to cycle back. We want to get this in play. Yeah, we weren't originally going to pick up the response until we saw this thing. So. Robin MK05. Each turn feels so ridiculous. Obviously, most decks don't end up having that many buffs, but it seems like it would change that. Yeah, basically, I mean, there's so many buffs on Hidden. Most runs, you're going to run across, like, 2 or 3 probably at minimum, and you can just put every single one of those in your deck and feel pretty good about it if you have a Sheath. It's very strong. But, on the other hand, sometimes you find this later in the game, and you've already got a cohesive strategy, and this just doesn't fit in, you know? More often than not, I skip this thing, but, you know, as our second Elite Relic this early in the run, we were very happy to pick it up. So, let's go ahead and actually build up combo for once here. Unfortunately, he has no bleed, so we can only get some combo. I guess we'll get the other one next turn, for what that's worth. I need to turn down the music a tiny bit here. There we go. Try that. Let me know if anything sounds out of whack with the balance of the audio levels. Okay, Sanguine Shell is so useless right here, man. And we don't need 2 main gauches, I guess. We're just gonna throw out all of the damage on him. I kind of want to put the vulnerable on him too, but next turn is gonna be so terrible. What a bad fight this has been, purely based on draw order. If it was gonna happen at one fight, I'm just happy it wasn't during the elites that we did earlier. We got our combo quick versus those guys. Look at this, though. What the hell? What is this? This was the one card that we redrew on the shuffle back. Absolutely abysmal. We can't even do this. We'd have to spend 3 on a void. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're just gonna pass turn there. Very sad. Okay, well, the Sanguine Shell is pretty good at this point. Sloth was a nice draw as well. So, notably, bleed triggers are kind of interesting in that they don't care about immune. At least they did last patch. I don't think we changed that. I talked about that with Josh, but I'm pretty sure it still works. Oh, no, it does. Okay, we did change that. I couldn't remember if we did that. They didn't used to. They did not used to. And then I remember we talked about that, but I couldn't remember what we decided. Okay, with 4 out of 4, we'll go ahead and make him vulnerable here. Yeah, it was definitely kind of weird. They do go through Fortitude, that much is for sure. Okay, we're finally out of this terrible fight. Crippling Potion is decent to have. Upgrades here, we'll just take the response, doubling its effectiveness. Very, very powerful. And the oversized backpack here will be pretty cool. The Tower Shield is a little bit of a question mark. That last fight was the first time ever that we really would have made use of a huge block. And even then, we didn't need that much. The 20 from the Sanguine Shell was good enough. I'm somewhat encouraged to leave this out. It'll probably come in for the boss fight, though. I guess I'll go ahead and do the swap, if nothing, just so I don't forget. Okay, I mean, this is a decent fight to have the Tower Shield in. And here we'll just go for a simple light it up. And on 3 out of 7. Looking to get the other buff in play pretty quick. There it is. And yeah, see, so the Tower Shield actually does match up pretty nicely against this guy. We can get our Assassin's Arsenal Rage here before we play the Hidden Blades. For the very, very small amount of extra damage that gives us. And I guess we can do this too, because I'm not going to hold it, and we already have excess energy. Worth considering whether or not it was a good idea to apply Vulnerable on that turn. I think we can wait until we have at least a bit of combo, like now. I'll go up to full. This is already going to be all of our block. Quite a bit more coming in next turn. If we draw these two, we're fine. This plus any other block, actually, really. And we'll weaken him while we're at it, of course. I think that means we just want to purge down all the way. Just the sidestep, huh? That is a bit sad. Well, that's as much energy as we're ever gonna have. I take another 10 here before we get into the boss fight. Definitely a little unfortunate. But I certainly wouldn't want to use a potion here or anything like that, you know? We only have 3 of them. He's guaranteed dead to bleed here. Block is already accounted for. Okay, a little bit of bad luck in the last couple of fights there, but we had very good luck in the elite fights, so I'm not going to complain too much. Given how little mid-turn draw we have, in fact, we have literally none, the oversized backpack looking pretty good. Unfortunately, we also just barely missed out on this Blackstone that I would have put in the sidestep. Notably, if we would have had that Blackstone in this last fight, we would have taken 0 damage there instead of 10. But it is what it is. As for what we cut, honestly, I think it needs to be for the throat going into the boss fight here. Now we have exactly 2 combo spenders, one of which is single use. I think that's going to be a better ratio. And specifically considering anything to do with minions, Scattershot is an option, but I think we're probably just going to leave it be and rely on response to pop off with the arsenal. I will put the Elixir of Execution in here, though, just in case. Okay, it is Curse Swine. This was the best result. Go ahead and immediately get the response into play. Second chancing the pig with the 6 timer. Not a bad idea. Although, it's really awkward to make the numbers line up the way I want. If I just vulnerable him, I deal 30. Not enough. The only way I can deal extra damage is by wasting the main Gauche for a Hidden Blade, or by wasting my combo with Slick Strike, and... What does Arsenal do? Arsenal says every 5th time you generate a Hidden Blade or Silent Shiv, rage of 50%. So we're mostly going to be trying to do that with Response, and also a little bit with the Draw Bloods. But like, if 2 enemies are attacking, Response is already 4 out of 5, you know, so... The combo is free? Yeah, the combo is free. Not really wasting in the sense like we're losing it, but more so just that it's massive overkill and that I'm inefficiently allocating my energy. If I had something that dealt a little bit of damage but applied some other sort of effect that would benefit me, I'd be happy, right? Like if this was a Draw Blood, I'd be much happier dealing 4 and then using the Shiv to like put bleed on Bertha or something is what I mean when I say that. So clear up my ambiguous language a little bit there. I guess I'll use the main Gauche. I mean, this guy is going to be trouble. Honestly, this guy's going to be trouble too. I really do need to answer these piggies. So, we'll start like this. I mean, because like, look at that. He'd already be at 3 right now after playing that second chance. We'll hold the something extra and let the Gilded Sheath make it cheap next turn. Even though I am a little bit concerned about taking damage here, knowing that 2 of my draws are bad. Got a backpack. Yeah, and this is a tough spot here, because with only 4 cards to play, I guess I just need to dump all my Hidden Blades onto this piggy. This guy has 13 for a timer, that's a bit of good luck. Yeah, okay. Because the other option was like go on the backpack and hope I draw Lick the Knife, but if I whiff on Lick the Knife, then I'm suddenly in massive trouble because I can't kill him with my blades. The evades have not been buffed up at all, they're just blocking for a measly 6. Okay, well, that's that at least. I'll probably light up on him. Alright, well the buffs are in play, the lighted up has been used. Basically all the setup of any kind that we needed. Now we can just go for damage. Go ahead and trigger the thingamabob. Take you out. This guy's fuse is a little bit low. It really is unfortunate that we don't have any good single target damage except for the second chance. Right? Like otherwise all our damage is spread out across many cards, so I'll put him in range of second chance. And that's all. Nothing else. I think it's time to actually start hitting Bertha. Put the bleed on her. Go ahead and build up combo. Let him be. Next turn, we'll just block with sidestep, I guess, right? Because he's gonna put 12 on the stack, plus the 4 that's already there is 16. We're gonna have 5 energy. So, yeah. This should work out pretty nicely. Oh, I never actually noticed this until now. When they're about to explode, the fuse like actually burns down towards the dynamite. That's pretty interesting. Tower shield, huh? That is not really what we wanted. Oh, and I always forget to check her. She mucked us up, so we didn't actually draw the sidestep. I always forget to actually pay attention to that. But it's fine. We ended up actually with a lot of block here, so... In fact, we also can just kill him because of the response. Oh, jeez, man. First day back from vacation. That's my excuse this time. Nah, we gotta buckle down here a little bit more. We can't be playing so sloppy. Let's go ahead and max out our combo at 4. These now deal 15 apiece, which is pretty good. Whittle you down a little bit. So many cards here, and there's nothing to do. Like, I could play this and kill him, but that wastes the Assassin's Arsenal. I guess we just pass. We just purge stuff and pass? I guess so. I guess we purge stuff and pass. Hold the main Gauche just to get the extra value from the Arsenal. Okay, we got a full set of 6 this time. So let's kill you this way. That seems convenient. Everything else onto Bertha. And that should be the end of it. Pretty sure that just ends the fight. We do get double stun there, but shouldn't be too bad here. We have a whole bunch of block coming up. Plus also, we can just kill with like the second chance here. Yeah. All good. This not really the best reward screen. Extra max health, not all that relevant if it's not, like, you know, healing you for a bunch. Like, if I had Festering Scars on, or whatever the heck the thing is. Yeah, if I had Festering Scars on more than one stack and I didn't have very much health here, like, I would take this just for the 25 immediate heal sometimes. Random Void Stones are, like, okay, but we hardly have any good Swift cards. This one already has a stone in it. This one has Expel, so we don't really want to put a stone in it for that reason. Nothing good with, like, Rebound, because, like, Lick the Knife rebounds, but we just want to upgrade this and play it once and not actually play it on the second time when it rebounds. So we don't have great ways to use Void Stones. And we're not even looking for anyone in particular. We just got the black one. Yeah, Robin, exactly correct that there will potentially be better chances for stones in Act 2, but we already even have the one purple stone, right? So if I take 2 more here, then, you know, I run the risk of ending up with, like, excess stones that don't really have a great place to go. And if you're not getting, like, large amounts of value from your stones, this is just, like, okay. It doesn't end up being super amazing. So even though I was saying I didn't think I needed the card pack earlier, I do think this is the best option out of these. So we'll take it. Well, in Cold Blood, I'm pretty happy with that one. Sustenance, also a great place to put a Void Stone. So these are both really nice. Dawn Raid plays very well with our Assassin's Arsenal, and if we upgrade it, 100% Rage, pretty good. Pairs nicely with it in Cold Blood as well, having lots of Rage. This is good stuff. I think that both First Blood and Plan B are kind of going to be the odd ones out. Not likely that we play either of them, really. So I'll just roll whichever one of those I think is less useful. Probably Plan B, I guess. Thanks. Okay, whatever. Let's take a peek here. Only one place to spend our souls. We do have a Lost and Found, potentially interesting. So this little triangle here is almost certainly happening, which means we're coming from above. Doing this. Yeah, that seems to happen to me all the time, where I roll something and it turns into a second copy of the card that I already have that I don't want. Anyway, what kind of map rewards are we looking at? Sleight of Hand, it's another really good buff. That goes with our Gilded Sheath. Ambush, not a bad option at all. I wouldn't mind an upgraded Ambush. Natural 20, great way to apply Vulnerable. That's kind of it. Oh wait, holy cow, am I blind? Yeah, there's a jab too, excuse me. That is it. These guys are the ones. Battle Plan is like an okay one, but it's not very good with Backpack. Doesn't every deck want jab? Yeah, I mean, kind of. This card is kind of really incredible. You need to be able to, like, draw into relevant stuff to do while at low combo in order to, like, work with jab, right? Or you need to be drawing into more combo generation. We don't really have the combo generation right now, but it's going to help us draw into stuff like Something Extra and the Sleight of Hand that we want to pick up in order to get them down quickly. It's going to draw us into some of our Purge effects. It's going to draw us into the soon-to-be Blackstone Sidestep. All of that is really good, so yeah, we're definitely a deck that wants a jab, as are most of them. The Ambush, okay. I did say I want the Ambush, but I don't know if I want to give up an upgrade point and a Shrine Visit to take it. Although, how valuable the Shrine truly is a bit of a question. The heal, obviously, is, you know, it's fine, it's whatever, it's not really a big deal. Greed, mostly there for money. We're not actually able to go to the merchant here, so we don't get souls because I have Soulless Greed on. There's nothing particularly great in the Lost and Found right now. There's like there's a Torch of Triumph, there's a Band of Resilience, what else even was there? I forget. Nothing like really all that great. Yeah, it would be an okay idea, I think, to be able to see what's in there. I could technically always go watch the stream. I could go like pull up my past broadcast for the stream that's on right now and see what I skipped. But I'm pretty sure that there's nothing all that great in there right now. So if we didn't find something particularly in this elite fight, and like how good even is the upgrade point anyway, right? Like what do I actually upgrade here? I don't have anything great to upgrade. Tower Shield is probably the best one. So I'm gonna say no to this, and we will just go up. We'll avoid the 5 damage. Take this path. Deep Cuts is actually not really all that incredible. But I think we'll freestyle here based on whatever this elite has on offer. If there's really good stuff when we want to go here, we'll go up. Otherwise, we might go down. We'll see. The formality now of putting this Blackstone into our sidestep, we'll go ahead and do that. Second Chance, I think your time has come and gone. You were pretty good in the early game, but we're going to need some different stuff now. Sustenance is looking pretty good with this purple stone. Yeah, I mean, not like there's anything awesome to put it in otherwise. Jab, but that's like so late by that point. So, yep, Sustenance. Slot that in there, and obviously In Cold Blood is gonna make its way in as well. I don't really want to cut another Draw Blood. You know what, actually? I think at this point we're gonna cut the Lighted Up for a For the Throat. And then we'll cut one Evade. For In Cold Blood. This is getting wonky. I want the Dawn Raid as well. I guess I can cut a Draw Blood for Dawn Raid. We'll try to get this Dawn Raid upgraded eventually. I guess that would be the upgrade, is Dawn Raid. But it's fine to just wait until we get the treasure chest as well. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, first fight Watchers. It's fine. Got a Dawn Raid, huh? Interesting. Response always coming down. Probably should just build up combo here and be smart. What does the In Cold Blood upgrade do? It makes the base damage 8 instead of 3. Which, you know, not the craziest upgrade in the world. But it's something. So, we might consider it eventually. The card is fully functional without that upgrade, though. It's still very strong, so... Okay, we lost our other Lick the Knife. Very glad we went ahead and comboed up there. And we lost an Evade. Not a big deal. You love to see it a full set of 6. We'll go ahead and throw this down, and then we'll trigger our arsenal by using the Draw Blood. Get that nice rage up to 100%. And we can block with double Sustenance. Now these are dealing 24 a pop. That's pretty good. Let's go ahead and make you Vuln, take you out, and yeah, it looks like a GG scenario to me. Get stomped, Veiled Watchers. I mean, that's pretty much par for the course with you guys. Not very threatening foes. Okay, so Ambush. I do think that Ambush is basically just better than Lick the Knife for the moment, so we'll happily swap that around. Maybe another Lick comes in later. Goats are scarier than the bosses? Sometimes, man, they definitely can be. Sometimes the bosses are also terrifying, but those goats are no joke. Loving this Gilded Sheath rigged response, man. Medusa also, yeah, the Dolus can be very scary with, I mean, with a build like we're doing here, we're not positioned very well against her. At the least, we have, like, you know, this is expensive, this is expensive, this is expensive. We have some stuff, but yeah, you know, nothing sucks more than watching your response trigger and you get 2-3 cost blades in hand. It's like, thanks, game. Appreciate it. Okay, so we mostly just want to get to our combo gain here. Quite a bit of block in there. The oversized backpack for draw. A little bit sketched out by this nonetheless. I guess with the Slick Strike, I can probably do it. Robin says, good draw and discard helps mitigate the Dolus Hidden Blade problem a little, but you don't have that. Yeah, exactly, I don't. And yeah, some of the issue with that too is that a lot of the draw discard stuff is cheap. Like reload is 0 cost, battle plan is 1, you know. So it's like blue stones specifically are very good to try and help with that sort of thing. It's definitely a little bit awkward though. I mean, I guess I can pitch the Sanguine Shell, honestly. Or the Sustenance. Sustenance gives me overcharge though, so... something extra, get all the block we need. Slap you around a little bit, hold Sustenance for next turn just in case. Oh, geez. You know, I'm thinking maybe I should just put the other Lick the Knife back in right away because it's so important that we draw our combo gain early to make the fights smooth. Luckily, the Hex here is no big deal. I mean, like, yeah, look at this. If we get both of our combo gain cards in the bottom, like, hand or whatever before we reshuffle, so bottom 7 in this case, that's pretty atrocious. Mitigating that seems kind of good. So I'm feeling like that's maybe what I should be doing. Obviously the In Cold Blood, not very good right now. But I will go ahead and use the spell. Probably attacks next turn. So I'd like for him to be weak. 6 block we can definitely handle. Gonna have full energy. Yeah, actually, to your point, Robin, Phantom Walk is a really good way to handle that problem with the Hidden Blades. Since it's a 2-coster, it's often benefiting from a discount due to the randomization, and you can use its own ability to discard the expensive Hidden Blades. Okay, so let's get rid of you and you. This will pretty much be all the combo we need. Annoyingly, though, I can't play both of these, and if I don't play this, I'm taking damage, so I guess we're not Dawn Raiding. Which is sad. At this point, though, I could Slick Strike somebody else. I should probably just kill it, though, before it gets healed. That was such an inefficient turn. Wasn't really anything to it, though. Backpack coming up with the effigy dead. We should be fine. Go ahead and draw. That is one thing worth noting. The backpack may well come out once we get our hands on the jab. I don't think we really want both, to be honest. I guess you can have bleed and you can have damage. And why not? We'll go ahead and play the Sloth block for next turn. Nothing sadder than playing a Bluestone card after backpack, forgetting you played the backpack. I don't know what you're talking about, Robin. I've definitely never done that even once. Never happened. Okay, our souls are looking pretty good, though. Definitely going to be able to afford a nice rare relic. Ooh. That's a Gusher. Very nice with the Assassin's Arsenal. Decent upgrade. I mean, we don't really care about this other stuff, so I will take the Gusher. And I think before I upgrade Gusher, I will upgrade the Dawn Raid. Potential for huge power pushes off that Dawn Raid is definitely there, even though I didn't even play it once so far. I am sure that I will. Okay, so I said I wanted Lick back in so that I just have more combo gain. This is so awkward. So awkward, man. I guess it's okay to drop another Draw Blood here. At this point, the vast majority of our bleed is just going to be coming from the buff combo response something extra. Which means that we don't actually stack up all that much, which makes In Cold Blood a bit less good, but this card's still crazy, so I'm not cutting it. You can't make me. Yet another very underwhelming first turn. We used up all of our luck in drawing the, Oh, wait a minute. Did I just say I was gonna put Lick the Knife in there and then I just put in Gusher instead? Oh my god. Okay. We're having a day today, folks. We are having a day. Let's go ahead and at least get some overcharge going. We might... This might be a kill the assassin kind of situation. He's not taunting. If this guy attacks next turn, and he taunts... I guess it'll depend on what happens with response, but... I'll attempt it, I think. We'll hold the sustenance, though. Okay, something extra, that's good. We got 4. He's not taunting. Still no combo gain. Yeah, we used up all of our luck on those elites. Was what I was going to say before I interrupted myself to comment on my own stupidity. Okay, so 5 plus 7 looking pretty good here. We've got Assassin's Rage. Yeah, we're just gonna rush down the Assassin this time. Pretty sure we should be able to get the kill. In terms of blocking, I am actually a little bit concerned. Tower Shield is obviously what we want most, but really I think I should just use the spell on him. Totally wastes the vulnerable, which sucks, but yeah, use the spell, hold the sustenance, I think is going to be the play here. At least the tunes are chill, man. Helping me relax after freaking out at all the misplays I've made so far here. Okay, we did not draw any other block. I am sad. We did not draw this, or this, or this, or this to get any of that. This was like one of the worst possible hands we could have gotten. Holy cow. There's no way we're ever just like killing here either, right? It's like we have Dawn Raid into this, and I don't know, can we kill? Is it actually possible? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Hidden Blades. We're gonna have 100% Rage, and this will give us another 50, so it'll be like 150... I guess I should actually do a little bit of math here. So at 150% Rage, each blade is going to be dealing how much? With the rounding, it's going to be 6.5. Goes up to 7, I'm pretty sure, right? Or 7.5 rather, so it should be 8 damage per. We're going to have full combo, so... it's 4 triggers each one for 32, and we're gonna have 6. That is not enough damage. Not enough damage. I don't want to spend a potion. Could potentially be healing here. Come up and around like this. yeah, 2 things is not that hard to do, but all of them is out of reach. Oh, what a rough draw order. What a rough draw order. And then I forgot that I was supposed to open with ambush. I don't suspect we'll take any more damage here anyway. With everybody else dead, but oh man, that sucked. 15 health down the drain there, nothing I could really do about it. Alright, we're out of there though. Got an exploding bottle to our names now. No spiders, so it's like questionable in its value. What is the upgrade anymore? I mean, if I wanted to make the In Cold Blood better, the something extra is actually decent now for that. Otherwise, yeah, there's like not really a lot of good upgrades in the bag. Power Shield's decent, Sustenance is decent, Gusher's decent. A lot of decent upgrades, which isn't really what I'm after. Man. I just wish I could boost my draw consistency. This blue stone is gonna help a little bit, I guess. The upgrade on this just gives you more energy, and like I said, we're probably gonna cut this eventually, so... Maybe I should just upgrade licks and stuff with the anticipation of jab. That's so far away. But we're only getting one more upgrade. Oh my god. This is so rough. Given the limited nature of the coming upgrades and the fact that In Cold Blood is probably going to need to carry, I will upgrade to something extra. I'm not happy about it though. Let the record show. Okay, let's actually put in another Lick the Knife this time, huh guys? What do you say? Cutting... Just cut the For the Throat by now, honestly. With how bad we've had it trying to get our combo active. Please? No, it's not possible to draw combo gain turn 1. It can't be done. We definitely want to hold this something extra, so I guess I just purge this. I'm not really happy about it. Honestly, I kind of want to hold both of them. So I guess I will. Surely we will draw combo gain on this turn, right guys? No. No. Always in the bottom half of the deck. There's 3 of them now. Come on, man. Ah, nothing to it. Nothing to it. So this is probably a kill the Flesh Beast situation, try to time it with the Gut Fiend. Without any combo, it's just so rough. I think I do put the Vuln and Weak on him anyway, though. And I'll do this just for another Hidden Blade. And I have just... we're just... Oh my god, dude. We're just doing our thing. We're just doing our thing. Let him die. This run has been a hot mess. Part of it's been me, part of it's been draw order. Hey, look at that. It's combo gain. Forgot we had that in the deck. So for the block here, it's probably going to be a Slick Strike, which means... we don't really need the Sustenance or the In Cold Blood. This is going to go for you, this is going to go for you. Which means I can just purge both of these. We're going to get Rage off the Arsenal. I mean, I guess we can just use these on you too, actually, huh? That's more efficient, isn't it? And it's actually so efficient that he dies. That's what I call efficiency. Okay, Elite Fight. Also, I haven't even talked about this, but we should consider what we're going to do with the Dark Mime. You know, like, I could do something as goofy as an extra copy of Response. It sure would be funny. It'd be very funny indeed. Otherwise, an extra sidestep would be pretty ballin'. That would be good. I guess we'll figure that out when we get there. Drawing 1 when we spend combo, I don't know how good that is. We're struggling to get the combo in the first place, like really struggling. Camo Cloak, it's not that bad. I mean, it goes nicely with Sloth. Gives me an extra turn to push damage safely, where I can spend 3 on a Dawn Raid and not feel terrible about it. Amulet of Speed, pretty irrelevant, I think. I guess we'll just take the Camo Cloak. Robin says the extra sidestep has less high roll, but it feels safer. Yeah, basically that's the decision to be made right now, is like, do I go for like the crazy over-the-top play, or do I go for the like lower variance play? Normally I play for consistency, and so I would do something like sidestep. But I'm clearly a little tilted at this point, so I might just do the response. We'll see. I don't know. I've got very little to do this turn, so I think I'm actually just gonna play the something extra, purely because it lets me draw deeper for combo generation. Yeah, more Hidden Blades to make use of my 1 combo point. Exactly, dude. Oh, the struggle has been very real. But we can actually gain our combo on turn 2. When was the last time I did that? I only have to put 8 frickin' damage on the stack for it. I would really love it if you were weak. I would really love it if I could actually play these as well, but I don't want to take that much damage, so we gotta wait. Which sucks, because she's probably not going to plan an attack next turn, which means that... Oh, jeez, man. This is one of the downsides of Hidden Blade spam decks, is that out of the Act 2 elites, Hag and Dolus are both very bad matchups for you. You really do not usually handle those guys all that well. And since you can fight 2 elites, if you do that, you're guaranteed to have at least one of those 2. Okay, Ambush is not actually all that great right now, but it does give me Hidden Blades. I think I just backpack. Noting again, this is the turn where our threat doesn't trigger. Can't really do very much, though. Like, there's actually very little to do here. I guess we raid. The In Cold Blood is coming up, but she has very little bleed. We can put some of it on her here. Do this. I guess technically I missed out on a bit of rage there. Oops. Sanguine Shell's coming up. We'll just hold the Tower Shield here. Robin says, I had a nice run last night. Die to never drawing both good attacks and blocks at the same time during my fights. Sometimes the draw order just has it out for you, man. Sometimes. But hey, you know, it's a card game, right? When you accept the fact that every turn you will be pulling random cards off the top of your deck, you kind of just have to shrug your shoulders sometimes and say, hey, it happens. So here the In Cold Blood is doing a good chunk. It's not enough, though. I really wish she was still vulnerable. This for full block is obviously pretty good. I think we're going to be holding the In Cold Blood. Try and line it up on a turn where we have some rage, so yeah, okay. We'll trigger your bleed. I lied, we can't hold the In Cold Blood. Yeah, I mean, the Hag gets nasty, right? Because she puts so many Banes. The attack damage gets up really, really high. Speaking of things that are high, that's a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage, and the sidestep is disabled. only I would have drawn the Sloth last turn. This was the last card in the deck, man. Any other any other position in the deck, and we wouldn't be dealing with this right now. Well, I guess we're gonna go like this. Oh, I mean, that's not worth it, clearly. Might have had the kill with something extra, potentially. Last turn? I don't think I ever had it last turn. It was definitely a ways off, without vulnerable. Okay, the Camo Cloak is up again, for what that's worth. I don't even think I want to play the backpack here. I think I just want to do this. Yeah, there we go. Oh! That was rough, but we got a Power Spike coming up. We're going to duplicate a card, we're going to buy some relics. No potions to heal us or anything, nor will we be getting any. At least we can heal at the shrine. Okay, what am I duping here? What am I duping? Double response is so funny, but it is definitely more likely to get me killed, especially if this is Dolus and not the Beast of Malice. So I don't want to... The other thing is that I don't want to pay with Voids, because I want to potentially be able to heal here if I need to. I am actually pretty worried about just dying, which means playing with Souls, which means that if I were to put the response, I have to pay 9 souls, which puts me down to 20 exactly, which is almost guaranteed to be enough for a rare relic, but I'm pretty sure they can cost 21, if I'm remembering correctly. Which is like literally the maximum roll, and obviously they can't be on it can't be on sale. In all likelihood, if we do go for the double response, we still can buy a rare. Well, it would be pretty devastating if we missed on that. And the 2 souls are also still just worthwhile in general, of course. You know, if we roll lower on the rare relic, we could spend our excess souls on like a stone or something. And as we discussed previously, this is clearly the lower variance play. You know, notably as well, since both of the responses are rigged, and the Gilded Sheath only makes the first one cheap, if we realistically wanted to get them both in play, we're wasting our entire opening hand on it, purging everything just to play that stuff, or we're holding one of them to get the Camo Cloak back in play, and that's a little bit sketchy. Just in the interest of actually winning with this run, and trying to play for as much consistency as possible, I will go for the sidestep, so... Although double response sounds extremely hilarious. And we'll pay with souls. Now, what can we buy with 22? Book of Arcane Secrets. I mean, energy is not the problem right now. That is not the issue. I will take a random rare, especially because it's on sale. Wow, Trusty Fishhook. That's a good one. That is a good one. Also, Suspicious Blade Oil. Very good. Red Voidstone, really good as well, and we can only get one or the other, but, I mean, it's gotta be Blade Oil, right? Like, it's just gotta be Blade Oil. This is gonna draw us, like, one card every other turn, almost at minimum. So, I will take it. I will take it. Yeah. Definitely on the right wavelength there, I think, Robin. Blade Oil, very good. Notably, this does deal 5 damage to me, and we did not find anything else really good to grab from the Lost and Found. So I am less encouraged to go up, but I do still want this shrine, and I do still want the seaweeds, and I do still want the jab, so we go up nonetheless. This Deep Cuts is probably not going to be played. This card is kind of bait most of the time, I think, once you're playing on really high difficulties. It just doesn't do enough fast enough. So it's probably not going to do anything for us. Make sure we actually put the extra sidestep in. And as for this blue stone... Yeah, so Robin, the thing that we're mostly considering right now is Well of Stars, because buying an Elite Relic costs like 1,700, I think, roundabouts. So it's basically cleaning us out in terms of essence. We're not going to be able to buy almost anything else. We could maybe buy the cheapest tier in the Well of Stars. In all likelihood, it is less good than the Lost and Found, but Neither option is all that great. I think I'm gonna put the blue stone on Dawn Raid. Yeah, I mean we're getting a red stone, which would technically be better on it, but other option is just like a main gouge. I guess that's fine too, really. We'll do that. Very unlikely we take out both main gouges. Daze Sense combo gain on turn 1. We got our double courtesan spawn, and one of them is immediately buffing Frenzy, huh? And the king is attacking. What a weird... what a weird start to this fight. Now, I kind of don't really want to waste my Assassin's Arsenal here, because the Fishhook is going to give us stuff next turn. We're going to have extra rage and all that jazz, you know, response too, but... we're just going to get an extra trigger out anyway, right? And it's so energy inefficient not to use this stuff, so... Use this stuff we will. Robin says, since reaching high instability, I find it kind of hard to justify most floor 1 well essence choices. They seem like not good value for essence compared to the other option, and it's so limited. Yeah, I assume you're just talking... Whew, excuse me. I assume you're talking about the purchasable options, yes, right? Because, yeah, I tend to agree. I very rarely purchase stuff from the well on the first floor. Like, there's always a situation you could imagine where it's, like, really useful, but more often than not, yeah, it's just not that great. Also, what is this draw? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 block cards? My god. I mean, I guess we're just trying to go for a kill here, right? These are dealing 12 apiece. We have combo, we have rage. Okay, we're gonna be able to make the king vuln. We have to play this twice. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6 energy. We have 6 energy. Get it back. No, I guess we can even do this. Double rebound there. So we have extra energy. Now we can even play the evade if we don't actually have the kill, but 44 apiece. Let's go ahead and make you vuln while we're at it. See, that's more what I'm hoping we're gonna do with this deck. If only I could pull out that redstone, man, but sadly, that's daughter privilege. Yeah, right, exactly, dude. It's the Tempest mindset. Why bother blocking when you can just kill everything? Sultide daughter mindset as well, I suppose. So we take our 5. In terms of cards, I really don't care about this. Thinning out could actually theoretically be useful, and it's free, so, you know, yay. Oh, and then there's this stuff. None of this is really all that great, truthfully. Like, this is, like, literally useless. This is pretty close to useless. We're gonna get a jab eventually, but that's, like, such a marginal effect. The Torch of Triumph is probably just straight up better than it, honestly. Amulet of Speed, not really very good for us. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna take the Torch. Here, I am actually afraid of dying, so we will just heal. Don't really care that much about the 500 essence. That would bump us up to, like, being able to buy the 2nd tier, I guess. Valkyrie says, I spend essence on cards for daughter since she feels the most reliant on specific cards. That can definitely be the case. Like, in particular, I would say, very often you're looking for at least one corruption-based attack so that you can benefit from Rage and Deathstrike with it. And there's quite a few of them, and you don't really care which one you get most of the time as long as you just have at least one of them. So just seeing as many cards as possible will help you out there. So there's definitely some truth to that. She also, I think, kind of has the most, like, sub-archetypes going on. So looking at more cards total is going to help you dig your way deeper into whatever niche you've carved out for yourself. I think there's no changes to make here. Yeah, just all we got was this, and we don't really care about either of those, so... Okay, so the Berserker definitely needs to die probably next turn, in all likelihood, because Fishhook. So it's a little bit sad here that we can't get bleed up for the lick. But it is what it is. 2 combo may well be enough. I don't think it's probably worth playing the Sloth. 15 block, I mean... There's a lot of block in this deck. The damage should just be free from this and this. Yeah, look at that. 7 Hidden Blades. So we can go block, do this, block. We're up to 15. It's definitely not enough. I really wish I could get the arsenal going. The torch is going to happen. The blade oil is going to happen. I guess we'll just go ahead and make you vulnerable too, right? Yeah, we got there. True sustenance, huh? Okay, sure. Might as well. Let's overcharge. I'll hold the Sanguine Shell because I can. It's efficient with energy, it blocks very nicely, lines up with the damage. Another fat stack of H-Blades. We got a Dawn Raid on our hands here too. So let's go ahead and Gush. If I play this, I'll go down to 2, and then we just purge one of these, so that's fine and dandy. Oh yeah, also Camo Cloak, of course, but I think we're going to be blocking anyway. The Torch should pick him off. No, we will actually kill everyone else before, and him, before ever triggering the Torch, apparently. Okay. Sure. Alright, this is where we all cross our fingers, and we say, please no Dolus. Carrying Case, Performance Enhancers. Carrying Case is kind of nice, I guess. We are holding cards somewhat often. Performance Enhancers are meh. They're decent with Sidestep. They're theoretically good with the Slick Strike. I mean, they're pretty solid. We have a reasonable deck for it. That being said, more defense isn't really what I want. I want more consistency. Yeah, we're just gonna roll in. Yeah, I mean, I definitely want more consistency rather than more defense. See, like, if I could have picked one of the 2 of these and then gotten the other one of those from the Lost and Found, that would have been so much better. A lot of unfortunate RNG so far, but we're soldiering on through it. I think I'm just gonna take the Carrying Case. I want Dolus! Come on! Look at my sidestep, Dolus. Look what you did! Oh, but at least we have combo gain. And no bleed. I mean, not that we have very much bleed generation anymore at this point anyway. We got 3 cards that apply bleed. I guess we're holding a Tower Shield, man. I forgot to purge that first. I suppose I could also hold the Sanguine Shell and do like this. Hope that the Fishhook is good next turn. I know, right? The smirk. So smug. Yeah, okay, you know what? I think I'm actually just gonna do this instead. Hold the Sanguine Shell. Oh, we got the Variety Pack, one of everything. Oversized backpack is terrible. Definitely get my combo this way, though. Main Gauche pitched the expensive one. Gusher came in at 0. I guess that's good. In terms of block, the Shell gets us there, which means we don't necessarily need the Slick Strike. So we got a Dawn Raid. This is the only free Hidden Blade we've generated. The only one! I guess we will be Slick Striking. We'll hold the Sanguine Shell for another turn. I mean, 200 damage here is really good. And then I think I just take 4 here. I mean, the sidestep is coming up, but like, who knows how expensive it's gonna be. Oh, it's such a gamble if I try to go for the perfect here, right? Like... Fine, I'll purge it. Bentley says, as a hidden player, I have a distinct dislike for Dolus. Not sure she's OP, but so frustrating and not someone you want to see as hidden. Yeah, well, she was like really, really weak for the while. For a long time, she just did not have enough health. And so she would die really fast and basically never killed anybody. But then she got buffed a bunch. Now she has like this move where she confuses you. The way that the poison stuff works was changed a bit. She got way more health, of course. And there's a little bit of behind-the-scenes tweaking so that you don't get, like, exceptionally unlucky or exceptionally lucky rolls. They're normalized a small bit. But yeah, I mean, I agree. It's often pretty frustrating to run into her. So this is probably just to play the Sloth situation, right? Or... Jeez, I don't know. I couldn't tell you the exact details. I don't know exactly what was done, but it's something Josh did. He did a little bit of behind-the-scenes stuff, just to rule out the like ultra highs and the ultra lows. I mean, the sidestep. This in Cold Blood is like trash, right? So let's just get rid of that. Let's just see what it comes back as. It comes back at 2 cost again. Phenomenal. Hey, a 0 cost Silent Shiv. Well, we have no combo. Yeah, maybe if you go ask DeBoer on the Discord, he'd be able to tell you, but I am not privy to that information off the top of my head. Ugh, the confusion turn is especially rough, but these were 2 costs and 3 costs, so they wouldn't have been free anyway. No real point in playing the ambush given that as well, so we'll go ahead and want something extra. I mean, we have like way excess energy here. This thing is going to cost 3 next turn, but I kind of need the combo, right? I really don't know what to do, man. I really don't know what to do here. That is so much damage next turn. I feel like I just have to go for the kill, which probably means ambush and pray to Jesus. I think that's the play we're on right now. Ambush and pray to Jesus. Doing things there so that I end up with only 1 poison. I mean, we still have Sanguine Shell and Tower Shell now, so... If we don't kill, there's like reasonable chances that good stuff still happens, like this. Except it's expensive. And this is expensive, and this is expensive. At least the Hidden Blades are free. Oh. Oh, today has not been my day with the RNG. Okay, let's do like... Jeez. Okay, let's just do like this, I guess. Take the 30 block here. We're just gonna purge this, honestly, and take 1. And next turn, it's an even turn, so the fish hook will give us stuff. We're going to be able to apply Vulnerable again, courtesy of the spell. Decent odds of drawing Dawn Raid, decent odds of drawing in Cold Blood. Oh, please, please just let me get out of this fight, man. Haven't I suffered enough? Where's my copy of Enough Suffering, huh? Oh, it's a Camo Cloak turn. I forgot about that. It's also a Camo Cloak turn. I always forget that this doesn't just work on turn 3, but it's every 3rd turn. Okay, Dawn Raid. Can I have some free Hidden Blades, please? No. No, I cannot. This is dealing 60 damage. Oh, I didn't put Vulnerable on her. What am I doing, man? What am I actually doing? Okay, I guess we got there. Jeez, man. We only took the 1 damage, but man, I got a few more gray hairs after that one. Jab will be a nice pickup here at the end to round things out. No changes. Okay, our chaos, huh? Sure. And the ambush on turn 1, actually pretty good. Tell you what, this is like a real candidate for an upgrade, you know? Like, we're getting an upgrade point out of this fight. I might just put it on ambush instead of jab. I think that's actually kind of good. Tempted to just hold the Dawn Raid here with Carrying Case, too. That seems nice, in which case we're just purging this, so yeah, seems good. Next turn, we will be able to trigger the Assassin's Arsenal a bunch, courtesy of Response and Trusty Fishhook. We're gonna have Rage, so yeah, let's just vulnerable him now. It's only a little bit of extra damage, but extra damage nonetheless. We're gonna take big advantage of it on this turn. Oh yeah. Ooh yeah, okay. So, Slick Strike versus In Cold Blood. Which one are we more likely to want to actually play? Tough decision. I guess I can main gouge first. Pitch that. Backpack? Sure. Okay, yeah, this is what we wanted to see. Purge this stuff down. We'll just throw out the double side step. Throw out the Dawn Raid. And now we can trigger the Arsenal again. So we don't need the In Cold Blood. This is like super duper overkill anyway. And we get a bead, but we don't have any particular use for the beads, and our hidden blade particles are hanging out after the fight. Just chilling. Yeah, I mean, like, we really are not making much use of our Void Stones, like, at all. So, I'll take the yellow one, I guess. And you know what? We're just gonna upgrade the ambush. Can't believe it, but that's the play. Hey, yeah, Robin, I am making good use of black ones, aren't I, huh? And here's where I would pick up the black bead. If I had one! It doesn't quite work, but you get the idea. Jab... I don't know what we do instead of jab, dude. I really don't. I guess just oversized. I guess this is probably just better. Drawing back around into stuff like Dawn Raid is probably pretty important. And on the second go-round of the deck, the licks should always be rebounding, so... Okay, fighting the boss... Yeah, Redstone before the Void should be doable. Probably. It'll be decently useful. Okay, we got Bloodhive. Scarab's trying to taunt us immediately. But that's fine. Definitely want to save Vulnerable for you, although this is actually very annoying. Torch helping out a bit there. Robin suggesting Redstone in the jab, I guess. Yeah, that's a good one. Redstone jab. Pretty powerful. Of course, we have to draw into more combo gain, or already have more combo gain off of the jab to really make use of that. Because having more combo is going to be better than Rage most of the time. Okay, Gusher and then just main gouge this thing. Ooh, oh hell yes. Oh, hell yes! Oh, baby, let's go! Let's go! That's what I'm talking about. Dawn Raid. Okay, oh my god, dude, this is actually so good for us. This is actually so good. Or at least it would have been before I upgraded the, ambush. Now it's not that great. Upgrade points. I mean, Gusher's still an okay one. Tower Shield's a good one. Anything sneaky in here? I don't think so. Void Stones, like we have a bead. Red stones are good. We have no freaking red stones. So, I mean, I guess those would be nice. Extra green stone, pretty useless. I already have 2 rigged cards. I don't want any more. Blue stones are okay, just in general. Oh, man. I don't know. I guess now that we have Jab, the Tower Shield upgrade is extra good. I don't hate upgrading a Lick the Knife. I mean, really, even the In Cold Blood upgrade is actually pretty good with the amount of rage we're generating, having the base damage be higher. Kind of a big deal. Okay, I'll take the upgrades, and then, because there's literally no reason not to, take the energy pot. And we're going to upgrade the In Cold Blood, and we're going to upgrade the Tower Shield. Shoot our souls out. We do have to fight 3 Vault Guardians here, of course, due to the modifiers we have. Time to actually think about who we're fighting here. We should be pretty set up to rush down single target fights very quickly at this point. So immediately I'm thinking about Puppet Master and I'm thinking about Death Knight. 75% rage from turn 6 onward seems absolutely reasonable. We are actually kind of that slow. Stealth and +1 energy, also very good. Our first turn is kind of just spent dumping all of our energy into this and this. So those are actually 2 really good blessings. I don't mind if we just do those fights at all. I think we're very well positioned. Lastly, this guy we're pretty good against. I don't think we need the defense from him all that much. We just need to draw like the right hand, and then we deal so much damage. So I don't care that much about this. $5 each turn, yeah, okay. Okay, I think the plan is going to be blessing here, required 3rd fight here. Skip these guys. That's got to be the plan. Start with Death Knight, I guess, why not? Potion-wise, what do we want for the Void? An extra source of on-demand vulnerable, not a bad idea because, you know, spell has a really long cooldown. So that would be the Crippling Potion. So if we're... Well, I don't know, though. I mean, the Elixir of Execution is actually really good in the belt versus Void Fight, I think. Nonetheless, it's probably better to have Vulnerable. We are probably going to get more value out of Vuln. So for the Void, we'll save this, and then Brew, it's got to be energy, right? It's got to be. So if these 2 are off limits, that means that for the other fights we have Exploding Patience and Execution. Versus this guy, we'll go Patience. He can hit really hard, so if we see a whole bunch of damage coming and our draw pile doesn't look very favorable, then we'll crack the Patience pot, but we might not even need it. All we need is a reasonable draw order, and we should just crush him into dust. Always drawing this Sloth on turn 1 the last, like, 3 fights, huh? I don't really mind it. But man, does it feel good to get that ambush down every turn 1. Big fan. Yeah, so I made this misplay earlier, but because I have no overcharge, it's actually best here to, instead of playing the response and then purging the sustenance, if I play the sustenance once, purge it. I don't care about the Banes, of course, because we're going to kill him long before then. then play the response. I still end with the 0 energy, but I have the overcharge, and I got the free bleed and stuff, so it's basically just better, I think. And do we want to Vuln him? Yes, we do want to Vuln him. We should easily kill him within the first deck cycle if we don't draw like the worst possible draw order, so I just don't really care about the Banes. They should not matter. Should not matter at all. So here we'll go double sidestep to max out our energy, play this to make sure we're applying bleed. We don't really need you. Go ahead and gush. And sure, I guess why not. 12 damage there. Yeah, okay. So we did not get like the worst draw order imaginable, and therefore we should pretty much just win, I think. Because now we just need to draw like Dawn Raid and Cold Blood, that kind of stuff. Next turn, we don't get Fish Hook. Yeah, I mean, I might as well, honestly. We're just gonna do this. How much is this at? A lot. Okay. So that's that fight handled. We did get our redstone. Honestly, I kind of want to put it on the Gusher instead of the Jab. Kind of. Oh, no, you know what, actually? I changed my mind. I would rather put it on the Dawn Raid than the Gusher. But Jab is still in contention for sure. The extra triggers do matter a lot. We've yet to play it, but I mean, it would be good if we did. Given that we're drawing into Lick the Knife specifically. Okay, you know what? Call me crazy. 3 Lick the Knives. I think if we're gonna lean on the Jab, this is just too important that we have this. Okay, Puppet Master. Belt for you. I guess exploding. Okay, we got the Dawn Raid here. Probably just hold that. We're gonna trigger the Arsenal. I guess that's fine. Do this for energy purposes. Do this. Yeah, we hold this Dawn Raid. Probably should use the spell on him that turn too. But oh well. Okay, we've got the licks here, so now we can definitely pop off. We'll go Dawn Raid first, then Jab. 90 damage just off the Jab alone. That is pretty wacky. Now we can purge down most of this stuff. We do need to be gaining some combo, though, of course. How much are these at? 34 apiece, not bad. What is the best way to do this? Suspicious Blade Oil draws are gonna happen. I guess we can do it like this. That is a bad draw. Okay. Probably should have played around that possibility. Definitely should have played around that possibility, actually. Welp. Yeah, we wanted like this, we wanted this, we wanted this. Even this would have been really good. So be it. I guess we take 18. That was completely avoidable. Getting a little bit lackadaisical here at the end of the run. Okay, we definitely don't need you, which means we can just gush her up. Sidestep is fine to be the bottom card there. Main Gauche will get us Arsenal energy, so let's do that. Might as well play this once for overcharge. Okay, there we go. Oh, sloppy run so far. Probably just keep this, and there's literally no reason not to brew up the elixir, I guess, in that case, right? I mean, it's so useless, though. It is so useless. But if I'm planning on brewing energy and belting crippling, then I might as well. Okay, that's interesting. It's actually very interesting. That we opened with a jab here, huh? I guess we'll go for it. Definitely gonna do this first. Okay. So we can hold this with the carrying case to get our combo back. I guess the real question now is, do I play the Sloth? Honestly, I feel like I just should. This fight shouldn't last that long, so smoothing over any early turns we can is definitely going to be a good choice. Hopefully we get a bunch of... Yeah, okay, there we go. We got a decent amount of hidden blades. Not bad. Get up there with the energy, get as many hidden blades as we can, get as much combo as we can. And this is going to be an awful lot of damage. Blade Oil's drawing. Can get this down now. Get out of here. Okay. Guardian's down. It's void fighting time. I don't really want to change the spell or anything. Swarm doesn't have any particularly good use here. Yeah, just the vulnerable is going to be what matters most. And the weak's not bad either. Get in there, please. Okay, let's close this out. Alright, so we do have stealth, of course, and bonus energy. So, I think what we want to do here is obviously open with the ambush, but then can gain energy twice like this. We don't really need you here, so we can get rid of that. We're not going to be applying any bleed yet, of course, but I do think I just want to pop off as quickly as possible here. We don't have great tools for dealing with garbage cards, so let's just go after you. Pretty good, pretty good. Basically anything finishes her off now. Oil's about to go off. We've got this Dawn Raid, so raid it up. We have to use a hidden blade on her. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame, but so be it. Finally get something extra down. Play this just for energy. Draw one more card. Power Shield, okay, sure. I guess Delay Block is appreciated. Place for Overcharge. We should be fine in terms of block next turn, so I'm just gonna draw as deeply as I can. Looks like we're pretty well set up for success here, though. It's gonna be very easy to kill Lefty on this turn, although I don't get much in terms of Hidden Blade generation because she's not attacking. Nonetheless, I think this main Gauche and the Draw Blood will just do it, right? Not quite, actually. I can't get the torch up to 10. This only puts it up to 9. That means if I want to kill her, I actually have to play the Sanguine Shell, and she's going to add 2 garbage cards to my deck. That definitely sucks a little bit. It's all of these cards would have pushed me over the edge if I would have drawn them instead of these guys. That's just how it is. Is it worth it? I really don't want those garbage cards at all. I actually think it is worth it. We're literally going to do this just to kill her. Put some bleed on you, I guess. And then, oh, wait. This one works on every card, not every attack. This is the one that works on every attack. I absolutely could have torched her. We're having a rough day today, man. We're having a rough day. But the run's almost over. The end is in sight. We just gotta sprint to the finish line. Oh, man. This has got to be the sloppiest run I've played on stream. Maybe ever. Let's just try and close this out here. If we draw, lick the knife. This is a really good play. We have extra draw here even. Let's just go for it. We did not draw a single copy of Lick the Knife. 3 of them left here. We didn't draw the Dawn Raid either, so I guess maybe it's not that bad. It feels kind of ridiculous, though. I mean, I guess we could try one more time here. Okay, we got a Lick the Knife. Sure. Might as well do something with all this rage we've got. Energy gain. We're not triggering this anymore, so I guess we can go ahead and use the Hidden Blades. Side stuff. Not particularly useful. We just have more energy than we know what to do with right now. Don't really want to play this. I think I'm going to hold this, which means I can play both of these. Okay, next turn we go back to full combo. We have Potion for Vulnerable, and then the next turn after that we'll have Spell for Vulnerable. So yeah, we crack this right now for sure. Back up to full combo. Can purge both of these off. Play the Dawn Raid. Play the Draw Blood. Okay, we drew Tower Shield, that doesn't really matter. We'll just happily take this damage. Okay. Back up to 3 Vuln. Do some of this. Do some of this. Make sure we have enough for the In-Cold Blood. It's over. Whew, man, what a mess. What a mess. Not exactly proud of that one, but we got there in the end.